Alex had always believed that being a human engineer on alien worlds would be exciting, but he never expected it to be this terrifying. The gleaming city of Xerinth stretched before him, tall towers spiraling into the sky with colors he had never seen. Hovercrafts zipped through the air in precise patterns, and alien citizens with translucent skin and glowing eyes walked calmly along wide streets. Everywhere he looked, technology seemed alive, bending light and sound in ways humans had only imagined. Today was the most important day of his life, at least in theory. He was here to negotiate a trade deal between Earth and Xerinth, bringing rare human technology that could enhance the aliens' energy grids. Simple, logical, straightforward, or so he thought. Alex had never met the Queen of Xerinth, Lyria, in person. Stories of her power were legendary. She was said to be intelligent beyond measure, wise beyond her years, and utterly fearless. Yet, the thought of standing before her made his stomach twist. He adjusted his suit nervously as he walked into the Grand Palace Hall. The hall was immense, a circular space with a ceiling that shimmered like liquid silver. Dozens of alien advisors, generals, and diplomats from various planets were present. Every face seemed to watch him with a mixture of curiosity and mild amusement. At the center of the hall, seated on a throne that seemed carved from living crystal, was Lyria herself. Alex's mouth went dry. The Queen's presence was commanding. Her eyes glowed a soft blue, almost like they were holding the secrets of the universe. Her hair shimmered as though lit from within, changing colors with every subtle movement. She was the most beautiful and most intimidating being he had ever seen. He took a deep breath, reminding himself that he was here as a representative of humanity. "Just stay professional," he muttered under his breath. The ceremony began. Alex stepped forward, his notes clutched tightly in his hands. He opened his mouth to speak, but the words seemed to twist in his throat. What was supposed to be a simple introduction turned into a jumble of awkward compliments and stammered sentences. Your Majesty, you are, amazing. In your leadership?" Alex's voice cracked. "And, I admire you greatly." A faint ripple of amusement ran through the council. Alex's heart sank. He had memorized every word of his speech, or at least he thought he had. Then it happened. Trying to sound respectful yet impressive, he blurted out words that would change everything. I would be honored if you would consider me as yours forever." The hall fell silent. Even the hovering lights seemed to pause. Alex froze, realizing instantly that he had said something he did not mean. He had only intended to express admiration, but it sounded unmistakably like a proposal. The silence stretched for a heartbeat, then another. Alex's face burned red. He wanted to crawl into a hole and disappear. He opened his mouth to explain, to correct himself, but no words came. All eyes were on Lyria. For a moment she said nothing. She tilted her head, studying him carefully. Then, in a voice that was calm, precise, and powerful, she spoke. "I accept." Alex's knees almost buckled. He blinked, certain he had misheard. "Wait, what?" he whispered. "I accept," Lyria repeated, her gaze unwavering. "You are now betrothed to me." Gasps echoed through the hall. Alien diplomats whispered among themselves, and several advisors looked shocked. Alex could barely move. His mind raced. "I can't be engaged to a queen. I'm just a human engineer. This is a nightmare." One of the Queen's advisors approached him cautiously. "Your Highness," they said politely, "the human—" He did not mean— Perhaps. Lyria raised a hand, silencing them. Her eyes never left Alex's. "I understand the intent of his words," she said, "yet his boldness is intriguing." He did not stumble over protocol, though he erred in expression. "That is a quality I respect." Alex could only stare. "Your Majesty, I didn't mean to—" "You did exactly as humans do," Lyria interrupted. "They speak with honesty, without fear of embarrassment." "It is refreshing," he swallowed hard. "Refreshing? Your Majesty, I didn't actually propose—" "Words are powerful," she said softly, leaning slightly forward. "And humans are brave in ways we rarely see. Your mistake demonstrates both courage and honesty. I accept it. You are mine now." Alex wanted the floor to open up beneath him. He could not believe this. He had not only embarrassed himself in front of an entire alien council, but had somehow agreed to a lifetime commitment he did not intend. After the ceremony, he was escorted to the palace quarters. The halls were magnificent, lined with translucent crystal and soft light. Servants, silent and efficient, attended to him as he followed behind Lyria. He kept his eyes down, not daring to look at the queen, yet he could feel her observing him. Finally, they reached a room that overlooked the city. Towers glimmered in the alien sunlight, and flying vehicles traced glowing paths in the sky. Alex sat on the edge of the bed, running his hands through his hair. I can't believe this is happening, he muttered. Lyria stepped closer, her eyes studying him with interest. You seem troubled. I don't know anything about this, Alex admitted. I'm not supposed to be married to a queen. I'm just a human engineer. I fix machines. I can't do this. She smiled faintly, a hint of amusement in her glowing eyes. You underestimate yourself, Alex. Humans are more capable than they believe. Sometimes mistakes reveal more truth than careful planning. Alex blinked. You mean you don't regret it? Regret? Lyria's voice was thoughtful. I rarely regret decisions. I observe, I learn, I adapt. You have shown a kind of honesty I value. That alone makes you interesting to me. He stared at her, still trying to wrap his mind around the situation. Interesting? To a queen? Yes, she said simply. And that is rare. Over the next few hours, Alex tried to understand the palace, the customs, and the reality of his accidental engagement. Lyria did not pressure him or scold him. Instead, she spoke to him with curiosity, asking about humans, their world, and their ways. Alex realized that she was not just a ruler. She was intelligent, perceptive, and remarkably patient. As the day turned into evening, Alex found himself on the balcony, gazing at the city lights. Lyria appeared beside him silently, the air shimmering faintly around her presence. You worry too much, she said. You think too linearly, as humans often do. Life is not a series of predictable steps. Sometimes it is the unexpected that teaches the most. Alex chuckled nervously. Unexpected? That's one way to put it. I mean, I literally accidentally proposed to you. That is the most unexpected thing in my life. She tilted her head, glowing softly in the moonlight. Perhaps. Or perhaps it is destiny in disguise. He swallowed, unsure whether to laugh or cry. Destiny? I don't even know you. And now I'm engaged to you? Yes, she said, her voice calm and firm. You are engaged, and you will learn more about what that means in time. Alex nodded slowly, realizing that arguing would achieve nothing. He had crossed a line he could not uncross, yet somehow he felt a strange sense of relief. Lyria was not cruel. She was not angry. And strangely, she seemed genuinely intrigued by him. The night passed with them speaking, sharing small stories about Earth and Zarenth, and Alex noticed something he had not expected. He was not afraid anymore. He was curious. He wanted to understand this world, this queen, and somehow himself in this strange situation. As dawn approached, Alex realized that life had changed forever. What had begun as an accident might turn into something entirely new. And for the first time he felt a spark of excitement beneath the fear. He did not know what the future held, but he knew one thing. Being the accidental fiancé of an alien queen was going to be interesting, and that, he thought with a nervous smile, was only the beginning. The next morning, Alex awoke to the soft hum of the palace around him. Alien sunlight filtered through translucent walls, casting shifting patterns across the floor. He stretched, feeling the weight of yesterday's events pressing on his mind. He was still engaged to a queen, a reality that seemed impossible yet undeniably true. As he got dressed, he wondered how he could ever function in a world so different from Earth. Everything here, from the architecture to the technology to the behavior of the citizens, was alien in the truest sense. Yet, there was a strange elegance to it, a precision and harmony that made him feel both small and inspired. Lyria appeared at the doorway before he could even finish his breakfast. She moved with grace, her presence commanding yet serene. Her eyes glowed faintly, as if aware of everything in the room at once. You have a day ahead, she said. You will attend the council meeting, observe the advisors, and learn the expectations of a royal betrothed. I will guide you. Alex swallowed nervously. Royal betrothed. Guide me? Yes, she replied simply. You will learn quickly or you will stumble. I prefer you learn quickly. He followed her through corridors that shimmered like liquid crystal. Each step seemed to echo in the vast halls. Advisors and officials bowed as he passed, Alex felt like a child being introduced to a palace he could never fully understand. The council chamber was immense, filled with beings of every shape and color. Alex had spent the night preparing mentally, but nothing could have readied him for the scrutiny of dozens of alien eyes. Lyria led him to the front, and he realized he would need to speak soon. "Remember," she whispered, "observe, listen, and show respect." "Confidence is not arrogance," Alex nodded, trying to internalize her advice. He opened his mouth to greet the council, and surprisingly, the words came out clearly. He introduced himself as a representative of Earth, explaining humanity's values, their technology, and their willingness to cooperate. To his surprise, the council listened. They asked questions, some complex and technical, others cultural. Alex answered honestly, admitting when he did not know something and suggesting solutions where he could. Gradually, the tension in the room eased. He realized that humans had a unique advantage, their ability to think creatively, to improvise, and to show empathy. These were qualities the aliens respected, even if they did not fully understand them. After the meeting, Lyria guided Alex through the palace gardens. Towering plants glowed faintly, and streams of liquid crystal flowed between them. The air smelled faintly of sweet minerals, a scent both alien and pleasant. "You are doing well," Lyria said. "Your honesty and courage are noted. The council respects you more than you know." Alex smiled weakly. "I just don't want to mess up. I'm not really royal material." "Royalty is not about birth," she said thoughtfully. "It is about choices, actions, and understanding. You are proving capable in ways humans rarely attempt." They walked in silence for a moment. Then Alex asked hesitantly, "Why did you accept my mistake proposal?" "I mean, I didn't mean it." Lyria's gaze softened. "Because it showed bravery. You faced an entire room of strangers and spoke openly. Many would have faltered. That is rare. It is admirable." Alex felt a flush of warmth. No one had ever spoken to him like that before, not with such honesty and recognition. For the first time, he did not feel like a small human in a vast universe. He felt noticed. Over the next few days, Alex's life became a whirlwind of lessons, tasks, and challenges. He learned to navigate alien technology, mastering devices that seemed almost alive. He observed Lyria in council, seeing her negotiate disputes, inspire loyalty, and make decisions that affected entire planets. He began to understand why she was feared and respected, yet the Queen also included him in small, unexpected ways. She invited him to strategy sessions, asked for his input on designs, and even let him walk freely in parts of the palace where few outsiders were allowed. Alex realized that she was testing him, not only his intelligence but his judgment, patience, and empathy. One day, a technical failure occurred in the palace's energy grid. Lights flickered and delicate systems began to shut down. The advisors panicked, unsure how to proceed. Alex, remembering his human training, assessed the problem quickly. Using both human ingenuity and his observations of alien technology, he repaired the system. When the light stabilized, the council erupted in applause, not loud like humans, but a quiet acknowledgement of competence. Lyria's eyes shone with approval. "You see," she said later as they walked through the palace corridors. "Even in a world that seems impossible, your skills matter. Humans are resilient." Alex nodded, feeling pride he had rarely known. For the first time, he felt he could belong in this alien world, not as a visitor, but as a participant. Despite the formalities, moments of warmth began to grow between him and Lyria. She asked about his home planet, his family, and his favorite things on Earth. In return, he asked about her childhood, her responsibilities, and the secrets of her people. Each question and answer built trust, and with trust came understanding. One evening, as they walked along a balcony overlooking the city, Alex spoke quietly. "I still can't believe this happened. I accidentally proposed to you, and now I'm here, learning your ways, living in your palace. It's unreal." Lyria looked at him thoughtfully. "Sometimes the unexpected brings the most growth. You have adapted quickly, Alex. You have shown courage, intelligence, and compassion. You are becoming more than a human guest. You are someone I can respect and perhaps someone I can trust." Alex's heart raced. "Trusting with a queen?" "Yes," she said softly. "Trust is not given lightly even among my people. You have earned it." The days turned into weeks, and Alex became more confident. He navigated alien protocols with increasing ease, contributed to projects that affected entire cities, and even prevented diplomatic conflicts through human reasoning that aliens had not considered. Through it all, Lyria observed him with quiet admiration. She was intrigued not only by his ingenuity, but also by his humanity, the way he cared for others, approached problems with determination, and remained honest even under pressure. She realized that humans had a unique potential, one that could complement the strengths of her people. One afternoon, a visiting delegation challenged some of the palace's security protocols, claiming that humans should not have influence over royal matters. Alex, though nervous, stepped forward. He explained human reasoning, logic, and the benefits of cooperation between species. The delegation was impressed, and Lyria's approval was evident in her eyes. "You handle challenges well," she said afterward. "Your mind is sharp and your courage is inspiring." Alex laughed nervously. "I just try not to mess up. That's my main strategy." "Sometimes not messing up is enough," Lyria replied, smiling faintly. By the end of the month, Alex no longer felt like an accidental fiancé. He had grown into his role, not because he was expected to, but because he had proven himself capable. He had gained respect from the council, admiration from Lyria, and a sense of belonging in a world far from Earth. One quiet evening, Lyria approached him in the palace gardens. The glowing plants cast soft light across the paths, and the streams of liquid crystal reflected the stars above. "Alex," she said, her voice calm but firm, "you have done more than I expected. You have proven the value of humans, not just as allies, but as beings of courage, creativity, and loyalty. That is rare." Alex felt a warmth spread through him. "Thank you, Your Majesty. I never expected to be here or to be trusted like this." "Trust is earned," she said softly, "and you have earned it. I accepted your proposal not by accident, but because I saw potential in you. That potential has been realized." Alex looked at her, understanding now what she meant. What had begun as a mistake had transformed into an opportunity, for both of them. He was no longer just a human engineer. He was a partner, a trusted advisor, and someone who had proven that humanity could rise to challenges even in the farthest reaches of the galaxy. As they walked through the gardens together, Alex realized that life in Zarinth, though strange and unpredictable, was filled with possibility. He had entered this world by accident, yet he was beginning to shape it through courage, intelligence, and heart. And for the first time he felt that being human, imperfect, bold, and resourceful, was not a limitation but a strength. The accidental proposal had been just the beginning. Now Alex and Lyria faced the future together, not as a mistake, but as a partnership that bridged worlds and species. And in that moment, Alex understood something important. Sometimes, the most unexpected events could lead to the most extraordinary outcomes.